So hello everyone. So today I would just want to demonstrate how I play a game called Total Annihilation on Windows 10 on VMware Fusion on my 16-inch MacBook Pro. So Total Annihilation is a game that was published in 1997. It's a very old game, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. So one of the issues with playing this game in modern times is that it doesn't play nice with Windows 10. So I just want to demonstrate how I get to play this game on Windows 10 with pretty good function and pretty good frame rates. So one of the apps that you have to use is this app called DXWnd. I guess that's what I can call the app. So it's basically an app that allows you to play Win32 games on Windows 10, and then this app will handle the windows, whether you're gonna play in full screen or window mode. So the latest version is actually 2.5.62, but that's not the version that I use to play Total Annihilation, because apparently whenever I use the newer versions, it doesn't seem to work properly. Even the even the FPS counter doesn't even get displayed properly when I try to use that version. So here, I just want to show that I actually use version 2.5.24. Which is a pretty older version, which seem to still work with the game and the current version of Windows 10. So when you after you download and then you open the app, then you need to copy the executable file that you want to play through DXWnd. So after that, then you need to actually modify the settings, and I'm gonna show you the settings that I use that seem to work with this game. Why isn't it? All right, so these are the settings that I use after a lot of trial and error. So I use to run in window, lower background activity, and then whenever I play this game, I play at a resolution of 1440 by 900. I find that's a good middle spot in getting a lot of units on the screen, but at the same time, the interface is at the right size and you see things not too messed up, I would say. That's how I put it. So on top of so that's the initial settings that I put here. And if you go to video, what I do is that I put the initial resolution here as the same as 1440 by 900, and just I think that's all that I'm going to show. So this game uses DirectX 1 to 6. I mean, it's a 1996 game, and I think I left everything else as is. So in order to run, you need to run DirectXwnd under the administrator mode, and then once you do that, then you can actually just run the game after you've put the settings, and then you save it. So let me just show you. So you can see here the problem is when you put your desktop on full resolution and then you put the game at 1440 by 900, it doesn't seem to play properly. So what you need to do in order to play it at the resolution that you want is that I need to change the display settings first. So I change it to the resolution that I want, 1440 by 900. And then only then play the game. So you can see the FPS counter and then the previous splash screen of the DXWnd. Okay, so this is basically the latest version, 3.9.02. I think this is an unofficial patch of the version that I got from GOG.com. So you can see there's pretty good frame rate here, more than 100 frames per second. So I'm just gonna load a game. Alright, so another quirk with this particular version of DXWnd and Windows 10 is that I get this black screen momentarily. So all I have to do is just open the taskbar and then go back to the game, and suddenly everything looks okay. So then just gonna resume the game, and then you can see that with this 1440 by 900 resolution, you get a pretty good size of the interface, and at the same time you get to see quite a number of units at this resolution. Of course, this game was actually published in 1997. I would guess that 1440 by 900 was probably the maximum the developers were aiming for, because let me just show you how it would appear if I put the resolution any higher. So let me just exit this, go back to the menu. So you can actually increase the screen size some more, but you'll find that the experience isn't actually that very good. So you can see here that the interface looks pretty small. I would say it's too small at this resolution. So yeah, of course you get to see a lot more number of units, but when the interface is too small, I don't think that's a good experience. In fact, you can see here that you can barely make out the counter for the increase in metal and increase in energy, which are the two resources that you need to collect in this real time strategy game. So let me just go back to the main menu and then change it back to the resolution that I want, that I prefer, which is 1440 by 900. And as you can see, you're getting pretty good FPS. I mean, it's an old game, but DXWnd definitely does the job in handling the game and then getting good resolution. With a previous version of DXWnd and Windows 10, I find that the problem is that if you put the resolution of the desktop not matching that of the game, you would still get the resolution that you set in DXWnd, but the problem is that you would get really poor FPS in like 30 frames per second. So this is a great improvement over the previous experience, but I do have to tell you that again, I'm not using the latest version of DXWnd because it doesn't seem to work properly. And let me just show you that. So with this newer version of DXWnd, sorry, so I need to close that one first. And then open as an administrator. So this is from the latest version of DXWnd, and you would see that you get this part right, but when you try to load the game, it doesn't load properly. So you get this banner there. And then suddenly the app will just hang on you. So I don't know why, but this particular version does not work well with either the latest Windows 10 or with the game. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, so let me just demonstrate with the version that I actually use, just to show that this version actually works. So if you notice, with the newest version, actually my FPS counter doesn't get displayed. And yeah. So again, with that weird quirk, all you have to do is just go to the taskbar and then go back to the game. Sorry, let me just show you that everything actually works, and it works well. And with 1440 by 900, you get to see a decent number of units overall, the overall picture. But at the same time, the interface for the stuff that you want to do with your units, it's not too big and not too small. I find it's just right at the sweet spot. So with that, thank you.